Hello students, I am here for the second part of crop production and management, that is of class 8. In the previous video we have studied about the types of crops on the basis of season in India. That crops are majorly categorized into three types. The first one is Kharif, Rabi and Zaid. So further we have to study about the requirement of good crop production. So today's topic is what are the major requirement for the production of good crops. Okay, so our topic is requirements for good crop production. That means what are the major conditions from which we produce good crop. Okay, so first requirement for good crop production is the soil should be loosened and turned by plowing or tilling. That means for good crop production it is necessary to lose or turn the soil by the process of plowing or tilling. So first requirement is the soil must be loosened or turned by plowing or tilling. Okay, plowing means you have heard about जोतना. Okay, एंड टिलिंग मीन्स जो मिट्टी के बड़े बड़े ढेले होते हैं उनको फोड़ देना. ओके, सो वी हैव टू डू दिस प्रोसेस बिफोर सोइंग सीड. ओके, सो बिफोर सोइंग एनी सीड इन द फील्ड we have to apply these two process from which the soil must be loosened or turned. Okay, we do this process because the young plant roots can penetrate into soil easily and they are well ventilated. Okay, so this process is used for the well ventilation of plants root. Okay, so our next requirement for good crop production is we have to give sufficient amount of water to the plants. That means the sufficient amount of water is available to the plants. Water is the necessary and basic requirement for the good crop production. Okay, so the sufficient amount of water is available to the plants. Now the third condition for the good crop production is the field should be protected from stray cattle. Okay, and trespassers because they may destroy the crops. So the field should be protected from trespassers, that means who are passing from there, trespassers and stray cattle. Why? Because they may destroy the crop. Okay, next point is that the soil should contain sufficient nutrients for healthy growth of plants. That means soil must have sufficient nutrients. If the soil did not have sufficient nutrients, then the growth of plants will not be as good as we want. Okay, so for the growth of plant, it is mandatory that soil contain sufficient amount of nutrients in it. Okay, so these are the major conditions for the requirement of good crops. Okay, Now we have to study about the agricultural practices. What is meant by agricultural practices? Agricultural practices means the basic activities, which are involved in crop production. Okay, that means those activities which are involved in the production of crop, they are named as agricultural practices. Okay, now what are they? What are the agricultural practices? The first one is soil preparation. Okay, we have to prepare soil before sowing seeds. Okay, and in the preparation of soils, there is some process. The first one is plowing. Okay, plowing. We have to use some instruments for plowing. That may be used as plow or hoe or cultivator. Okay, next step in the soil preparation is leveling of field. Okay, leveling is also mandatory. Then after manuring. These are the process for soil preparations. Okay, after preparing of soil, we have to select the seeds. That means selection of seeds and sowing. Okay, this is the second step of agricultural practices. Okay, now the third step, after finishing these two steps, we have to add manures. That means adding of manures in soil and fertilizers. This is the third step of agricultural practices for growing good crops. Okay, now after these three processes, irrigation, weeding, harvesting, and last one is storage of crops. Okay, these are the steps of agricultural practice. We have to study all these steps one by one. So our first step is preparation of soil. Okay, so we are going to study about soil preparation. Okay, so soil preparation, this is the first step before growing a crop. Okay, so before growing a crop, soil preparation is the first step. Okay, it is an important activity by which the soil is turned and loosened due to by plowing. So the most important part of the soil preparation is what? Plowing. Now what is plowing or tilling? What is the definition of plowing or tilling? So the process of loosening turning and mixing. The process of loosening, turning and mixing the soil is called plowing or tilling. Okay, that means plowing or tilling is the process through which we may mix the soil, we may lose the soil, or we may turn the soil. Okay, this process is done by using the implements such as plow, okay, hoe and cultivator. These are the instruments, these are the implements This process, ploughing and tilling, can be used with the help of plough, hoe and cultivator. Okay, if I tell you about plough, it is made up of wood, okay, or it may be made up of iron. The main body of the plough is long log of wood. Okay, you may often see it in the field right behind the ox. Okay, so it is called as plough shaft. The long log of wood is called as plough shaft. Okay, one end of the shaft is attached to the beams and placed on the neck of the bulls. Okay, so the end of this plough shaft is attached on the neck of the bull or ox. Okay, this is called plough. Okay, now if I talk about hoe, hoe is a simple agricultural tool which is used to loosen the soil. That means hoe is used to loosen the soil. Okay, if I talk about hoe, it is used to loosen the soil and remove some weeds which are present in the seeds. Okay, it has a long log of wood. Okay, it also has what? It also has long log of wood like plough. Okay, if I draw, it is like this type of long log of wood. Okay, and here it is a beam. Here it is a beam, and this is a rod. It may be of iron or whatever. Here it is like a grip which is used to hold it. This is the grip. This is handle. Okay, this is handle. This is what? Beam, and this is rod. Okay, now this is hoe is like this, and here it is a bent plate. Okay, this is the structure of hoe. You may see it in your books. Okay, it acts like a blade. A hoe is pulled by pair of bulls or other animals like buffalo, horse or camel. Okay, so to one of its ends, a strong and bent plate of iron is fixed and it is used as blade. It is the structure of hoe. Okay, now about cultivator, we already nowadays the fields are plowed by using tractor driven cultivator. Okay, why do we use cultivator? Because it saves time. Okay, it is easy to operate, it saves labor. It is often used in the on the back side of the tractor. Okay, nowadays we are using cultivator for the soil preparation. So sometimes manures is also added to the soil before plowing the field. This helps in proper mixing of manure with the soil. If the soil is dry, watering of the field is done before plowing. That means here it is 2 points. First one is if the soil is dry. If soil is dry, then watering of the field is done before the plowing. Okay. Now second thing is that manure is also added to the soil. Manure is also added to the soil before plowing. So these are the basic steps of soil preparation. Okay. Now what are the advantages of plowing? Okay. So why do we need to plow the field? So the basic advantages are, first advantage is that plowing helps. It helps in loosening. It helps in loosening, turning, and mixing the soil. Okay. Second advantage of plowing is what? Plowing helps in aeration of soil. That means it helps in proper ventilation of soil. Okay. Third, the weeds. Now what is weeds? Weeds means unwanted plants. Which unwanted plants? Okay. Plowing is used to uprooted the weeds. That means weeds are uprooted during plowing. Okay. Now next advantage, harmful insects which are present or hidden in soil comes up. Okay, soil comes up and are picked up by the birds. Okay, so by the process of plowing, the insects which are present in the under the soil, they will come up and they are picked up by the birds. Okay, so these are the advantages of plowings. So this is the soil preparations and the advantage of plowing or tilling. In